What does that mean? Whose principle is this?
I am logging.
Hold on, I have to mute Cappy real quick.
No, what did I do?
Anyways, assuming we're actually going, actually last time on Dragon Ball Z, fucking the gang the gang talks to fucking weird dude and finds out that there is in fact a criminal investigation. Meanwhile, Minty goes and starts a cult basically by accident because he has a tendency to overshare.
Okay, alright. Last time, I'm remembering now.
You then met up after going shopping and have decided to actually make the cult formal. Or at least have like a location for it. It's not really formal until it has a name.
I had no part in this decision, by the way.
Ghost, did you have the list of everything that we back, or did you
Yeah,
forget?
both Sloth and Singed were just not there for this happening. Not that anyone but Minty had a decision in the cult happening.
In happening, no. In how we're going to address this, yes.
Alright. No? What? Damn, no one was prepared. No one was prepared. The vibes were not on.
Yes, the specific moment that we left off, though, you are in wherever it is you were shopping. I don't actually know. That was Bod's thing. And you were in a side alley off of that, and the Three Stooges, fucking young idiot boy dudes who are like 26.
Wait, are there only 3 of them?
There was, in fact, only 3 of them.
How was
Well, like
irritating.
kids. Those kids are older than most of you, but you know. But yeah, they went off to try and get you a place. So, what's the plan? Like,
How long does that take? So we're still in the alleyway as that happens?
you're still in the alleyway and they just left.
And now...
To go and figure out whose dad's money to use to try to buy a fucking church.
I'm trying to think who's here. So I know Minty's here, and Sloth is here. Hearthier is here.
In principle, it's all of you here.
Okay.
Novel was definitely there. You were just shitting on him non-stop.
As far as who is actually deciding, it's just the 3 of us.
I'm sure Minty can have a little choice.
He can react to our decisions.
I can cause problems.
I believe... I think, my last action was, I had a bunch of bags. Also the game's not paused. I was gonna look at my inventory to see if Bot already added the stuff.
Considering you didn't actually confirm what you got, no. No one added anything.
I mean,
Okay.
they confirmed what I wanted,
Yeah, confirm the top hat. I remember that.
and I don't have it.
Does not have it in his inventory.
I do not have my green top hat.
I got another hammer for Alexander. Yeah. I got Matt a lighter. I got a lighter, I know that.
But yeah, the top hat is not a tool, so I'm not going to be putting that into anyone's inventory. You can just have that. You're gonna have to just fucking MS Paint it onto your icon or something. I don't know.
You know, I could add a top hat to the thing that I made, yeah.
St. Bartholomew's Hospital. It's where it all began.
Yeah.
It is where we must go. They will not expect it.
But yeah, no. So you did your shopping. You can get me a list of the actual stuff I need to add at some point. But like in the meantime, what are you actually doing? With like, you have a cult now.
I'm trying to think about how my character would react.
Yeah. The actual
He's
like
just kind of indifferent, mildly annoyed.
the actual thing that happened, as far as you know, please, is that you were walking down the street, like doing your shopping or whatever, and then you see Alexander Welcher with three idiots following him, like listening to every single thing he says. He's doing the thing where he's just preaching in the streets, as you do. And he's just like, and so, you kind of pull him aside. Or rather, Laria pulls him aside and go into an alley, and you discuss, yeah, shit, dude, what's up? And Minty, I don't think was terribly helpful in that, honestly. Like, you just said that you had a flock, that like the flock is growing or some cryptic ass shit like that.
I
Uh,
wore an incredibly fashionable hat.
Oh yeah, also Minty had like an outfit change.
He had a miner's helmet.
He
Yeah,
has
like
entrance now.
like a lamp, like a helmet with a lamp, and like multiple other lamps. And yeah, and you from the three idiots, which I have yet to actually like make character sheets for, you gathered that Minty had already taught them the way into the wood, and they've gone dreaming.
Really? I did not. That was not something.
No, that was definitely a thing that he said. Minty was not there for that conversation. You did mention that to him, though. Minty was having his own adventure. And he was like dreaming and teaching people things.
Hey.
Very excited. I think I clasp my character, claps her hands together and say, "Well, that's that then." And I guess I go home, unless what was the thing that was very important that I don't think anyone told me that Dan let slip. I don't think anyone told me that the coppers knew where I lived and they were on my trail also. So I don't know. I guess I'll just leave without knowing.
I
That
mean,
was the end of the day.
That was the end of the last day where you left off. Are you going to try to go dreaming? Well, yeah, so you know, like this isn't like you can just go to the wood literally every day if you want to.
I guess we go to the. I guess we all go to the wood. Is that?
And like not nominated for all.
I mean, like, honestly, my character is the type of person at this point where if you ask him to go dreaming, he'll be like, "Fuck it." No, my character wants to go into the woods. Like, he's
I
always,
do too.
yeah, my character wants to go into the woods because I'm trying to learn more about Bosk.
Is this in character?
Alexander.
It's more just us asking, "Are you going dreaming?"
Probably. Probably.
Well, I mean, you've literally been dreaming every single day, so you know. Incidentally, if the rest of you haven't been dreaming the entire week before this, you have been getting terrible sleep.
You're welcome.
Yippee!
I think my character might be running out of ass hair.
You can get it off of other places on your body.
I don't have head hair. I don't
What
think
about
I don't think I can make a tuft out of my leg hair.
you can try? You fucking ape man.
Okay. Well, I guess if everyone's going into the wood, then
I need to draw a top hat on
yeah,
part
then I
D.
guess we're in the wood for now. Let's see. Is there anything I need to do before this? Yeah. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Figure out what it means for you.
Yeah. Notably this time, since all of you, except maybe Seth, are in the wood, no problems whatsoever. Yeah, let me just roll some dice. Yeah, 5 people this time, so... I'm a fucking idiot.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, let's do that again. Okay, and let's pull up that corresponding character sheet. Where is everyone actually sleeping? The people that are sleeping at home are sleeping at home. This is mostly for the people that aren't or don't have one of those.
I mean, I'm sleeping in the same fucking like, what's it called, lodge, that I've been sleeping for like the past month or so.
Yeah.
Ever since we got money, basically.
Yeah.
Wherever my meager funds will let me sleep.
Yeah, which is probably going to be like one of the coffin bed places or whatever.
Yeah, Minty's next door to. He's the room next door to mine.
Room.
I have
Wow.
a very hard time falling asleep.
That sure is some luxury that you
Well,
can
no,
afford.
like it's a room. You know, it's got like 24 beds each. You know, it's just a place that happens to have multiple coffin bedrooms. And yeah, Nova, are
It's
you
like
doing?
Japanese pots.
Are you doing the same, or are you like in the street, or what? I
Why
doubt
is Kane
that.
staying with me?
I think Nova's dead.
When did this ship happen?
Who said it was a ship?
But yeah, Nova, where are you? Like physically, or where are you sleeping?
I don't know where I've been sleeping.
On the street.
Pretty much.
Yeah, traditionally in this time period, if you can like scrounge together like a shilling or two, you could like if you can scrape together like a shilling or two a week, which you almost certainly can, you would be able to sleep in like a coffin bed in like some fucking bunkhouse somewhere.
Fine.
So that is probably what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to figure out an apartment. I don't want to. I want to find an apartment.
Okay. Okay.
Alright. The game's still paused, by the way.
Yes. Wait, is it? No, it isn't.
It's not.
Well, now it's not.
Yeah, it wasn't
you
before. I
can't
had to
lie.
pause it first.
Stop it. Stop lying. You're better than this.
No, he's not.
Man, I want pizza.
You know, bro?
Yeah.
You should buy me pizza.
No.
Okay. You know, bro?
Yeah.
You should buy me a blanket. His ass just hates me.
I
You
hate
need a blanket.
My blanket is pretty fucking thin, and it doesn't even cover my entire body.
Okay, maybe he does need a blanket, so maybe that's getting added to the list of things we need to do.
What do you mean the list of things we need to do?
Get you a blanket, get me an apartment.
Oh, I wasn't talking about in universe.
Oh,
those.
that's huh.
Wait, what are we waiting for?
Oh.
One sec. I'm just informing some people of some things.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
I wish I had some candy.
Oh, who is it?
What the hell? I was gonna look something up. Oh, that's what I was gonna do.
Ghost. Just making sure everyone's here. I don't know if I'd say they're good, but I wanted to do
Okay.
things that
Give me a
look
second.
like. I wanted to do stuff that looked like from a cult game. My dumb ass fucking forgot the top hat on Hearthstone, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, just fucking like grab like a leprechaun hat off of Google and like just slap it on. Leave the fake leave the fake transparent texture on like the background of the image as well.
Oh no, that is very on brand.
Okay, so y'all are in the wood, conspicuously once again waking up into the dream in the same place. Plus minus
will-
Seth, we'll figure that out.
I will eventually do Kane, Seth, and Alexander.
Why are we doing things to Alexander? What did Alexander do it to anyone else?
Alexander does canonically have more hair than Hearthstone.
I'm sure you can just borrow someone else's hair.
Yeah, I was
It
gonna say,
doesn't say it has
could I steal hair?
like it didn't specify it had to be your own hair.
Can't I just reuse hair too?
It has to be your own hair that you have cut immediately before bed.
Ugh.
Do I just draw an actual bird for Kane? I don't understand. How does one?
That's
Real.
kind of what I'm thinking. Like kind of a tall. I would say tall, but only within the leg region type man. Because birds have long legs.
Have you ever seen an owl that you lifted the feathers up on?
You are. Yeah. What's up? What do you want to do?
I'm
We
looking
should go up.
at Alexander Welsher. I am just looking at him.
Why did we? Why? Why
I
did
am
we bring?
staring up into the sky.
Starlings are
You
really
don't
pretty
see
birds.
much of the sky. The sky is distinctly difficult to make out.
What do
How
I
the
see?
hell? I don't understand how I'm supposed to make a caricature out of a bird.
They kind of look oily and like in a black suit.
You'd
End
say
up making-
oily, and he's just going to draw like a real picture of me.
I'm gonna end up making
Oily
Edward
hair.
Scissorhands.
Because
Yeah.
they kind of look like they have an oil on their heads. They're really they have like these iridescence to them.
Stop looking at me with them big
I
old
will try my hardest. My artistic abilities are not up to par.
They're very good. Not Jewish though.
It's not Jewish. It's like Norse, like an Alps nose.
What's wrong with climbing trees?
Wait, are we just in the middle of the forest again? We don't know.
Yes,
like,
you
no
are just in the
landmarks?
middle
Okay.
of the woods. There are no discernible, like, identifying features where
Okay.
you are. It's just the woods.
Do we
Alright,
try to go for the Temple of the Wheel this time?
Well, I mean, you made it last
we
time.
made it
just
last
fine.
time. We didn't do anything with it. We just
We didn't
woke
get
up.
to go in. I would like to go in.
Let's try a different temple. Yeah, let's not go that way. Let's try a different temple. Everyone think of a different temple and start walking.
Okay,
Yeah.
Minty, do you do that or do you start climbing? Chances
a
are you're
temple?
going to have to if you want
Roll
to
to put him on a leash.
What?
Why is he my responsibility?
I walk up. I walk up behind Alexander Welsher and put my hand on his shoulder and said, "There's no light up there right now."
Do I believe you?
I
Yes.
don't know. Are you gonna check or like are you just gonna like are you gonna look up at it?
Well, I asked what's up in the sky. What do
Oh,
I see?
Well, okay, yeah. You see the blinding light calling
Oh,
you.
okay.
Yeah, like it's definitely there for you, just like not anyone else.
But
For
I
the
can
rest
see
of them,
it.
it's kind of like faint, if they're at all. It's definitely not illuminating anything.
Is it illuminating anything for me?
Not particularly. No. Yeah, like it's just kind of there. Like it's just like it's less that like the fucking trees are or the branches are bathed in light, and it's more like wherever you look up, you happen to look directly at the glory. It's just that everything else might be dark, but wherever you're looking, the glory is there in front of you, above.
You're gonna have to do a lot of convincing to not get me to go towards the glorious light.
What if we asked you politely?
And well, ask.
Like,
Alexander, like, I understand you want to become one with your god violently and passionately. But how about we investigate what else lies within these woods and see if he is also exhibited through other elements? As we know, God takes form in everything.
So you are saying that it is below as it is above?
Yes.
Fun facts about the
I see.
Toad
You
Line
too
below.
crave to find his
Part
holy
4.
sites.
I do, yes. I think there's definitely multiple living here within the forest, so there might be more for us to investigate on the ground than perpetually trying to get higher. For we can never be as high as him.
Alexandra nods slowly.
My character just goes, mm-hmm.
All right, so you have a destination in mind of some sort. What, or you know, so where are you going? What are you trying to find?
Who?
I say we explore the woods.
Well, yeah, but like by now you know pretty well that if you don't have a destination in mind, you're just going to end up in some stupid ass scissor-based adventure or something.
Scissor-based adventure?
You know, like last time.
Oh, right, the scissors.
So, you know, do you have a particular destination that you're envisioning, or are you just like, you know, whatever you get?
Well, we have to find stuff somehow.
I am envisioning so much light and so many moths.
I think we should go to the temple. What was the temple called again?
The Temple of the Wheel?
Yeah, that. We can go that way. Oh, no. Well, do we know? Oh, wait. Did we not even go to that place? Nope. I'm like remembering things, and I'm like, wait, didn't Kane like pick up a place at one point?
None of you know this.
Well, I mean, they saw you pick something up.
Oh
But
yeah.
you don't know what it was.
Oh okay.
No,
Well, then-
literally nobody ever asked anything about.
Fuck it, I'm
anything.
asking now because I'm. I think Laria's had a long day and is now just remembering to become Laria.
So, theoretically, if we could think of a place here within the woods that possibly could be, we could find it.
In principle, yeah.
I want to look at my journal.
I mean, we never went inside the Temple of the Wheel, and there's definitely things in there. Nuh-uh.
We went in there and woke up the first time in the morgue.
We went
Yeah.
in and immediately woken up, but that doesn't mean that. But that's also because Laria fell asleep here, which I think put us on a limit. Same thing happened last time.
We could try it again, or we could find new stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's
that's right.
Well,
new
I mean,
stuff,
so far,
Kane.
the options are look for new stuff. Jonathan wants to find like specific people, apparently. And you know, Minty's going to be making your adventures light and also moth themed, like conceptually.
Mm-hmm. So, like, trying to see if they,
The Mirror of Glory was the adult's name.
trying to see if there's more here. Sure. No, I don't disagree. We've never actually been inside the temple, but I'm very curious to figure out what is actually in there. Because both times we got taken out of the woods. Twice. It's very good at waking up. The first time was us experimenting, I understand.
I have no idea what this temple is.
Well, I mean, you were there like 1.5 times. The other time you were a bit out of order.
No, I'm pretty sure I was there none times.
Oh no, you're right. You were there none times.
Oh, wonderful.
You're right. But ostensibly, you would at least remember that there is a big fucking rock that reaches out into the sky that has random weird symbols on it.
Say no more. You have talked about reaching into the sky.
Alright, I guess you're envisioning the giant rock bathed in light and moss
And scissors.
and scissors.
I think the scissors are actually very important.
Well, you didn't wake up with Laria, like Laria, has like a straight razor still on her, presumably, because you bought another one or some shit.
Yeah. Do I get him back?
Yeah, I'll get to that.
It's a one-man band right now. It's very hard.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. So everyone knows where they want to go, right? Okay. Uh,
Well, as long as it doesn't kill us. Or kill him.
yeah. Okay. So, in that case, the gang is do you like move out, or are you still discussing?
Walk and talk, gang.
Okay, yeah, you are definitely walking and definitely also talking. The woods are the normal sort of creepy bullshit that you've seen multiple times at this point. Like, there's weird noises, there's weird creatures. You probably don't you at least understand that this is just the way things are around here. And while you are walking, let's see. So, Jonathan, you wanted in flinching order. Laria, where are you? What are you envisioning as your destination?
Down and walls.
Okay,
Oh
cool.
no.
Yeah, Minty, I understand. Nova, yeah, Sloth, what are you envisioning?
Oh, am I gonna have the reverse of Minty where I go down instead of up? That sounds like a fun idea. I don't know if Lori would do it, but that sounds like fun.
I'm envisioning rings of stones like the one that the definitely just a ginger dwarf showed me.
Okay. And let's do a second one. Okay. So, what does that actually get me? Um, so as you continue forward, you stumble on a patch of dirt that seems fairly out of place
My
compared
favorite.
in the woods. Everything in the normally you don't even see that much of the ground because it's mostly just a tangle of fruits. This is a relatively large chunk of just exposed dirt, and the dirt looks fairly recently disturbed. There is
I see.
a bit of the dirt definitely feels wrong. Not in the sense that, like, people shouldn't be digging in the woods. That's kind of honestly a given. And more that, like, the dirt being disturbed is, like, triggering your fight or flight response on its own. Like, you are definitely, like, just looking at it is giving you a slight anxiety attack.
I would like to grab one of Alexander Welsher's lanterns that I assume he went to bed with.
Do I actually appear with them?
Well, did you
Like
go
all
to
of
sleep
them?
with them?
Like,
Like-
do I have them?
Like, did you take them off before you went to sleep?
Probably not. I mean, the one that I was holding in my hands, I think that's probably just, beside me somewhere.
Yeah. But, like, the mining helmet is probably off, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, no.
Is it important? Is the lamp?
No! Is that the fucking light that he's seeing everywhere above him?
You know what? Yes.
That's amazing.
Him seeing the glory at this point is just him looking up and seeing the light from his own mining helmet.
I was going to ask how important are these to your, like, self-conception as a man of the lamp? But, like, I guess the answer is by consensus, yes. Yes,
I really like to think in this like hostile or whatever, wherever Alexander's sleeping, he's like he's sleeping like a stiff like board, and his head is up, and the light is on, and there are other people in that room that are like, what the fuck? They're trying to sleep.
It might not be on IRL, for the record. Like, there is literally fire involved in the mining helmet.
Yes.
Yeah, but do you think you would care?
Well, like, yeah, because he wouldn't want to, like, die of suffocation.
Well, also, it might not work, when you're lying down.
I mean, it would still work, but yeah, no, like, it wouldn't be on, probably.
That's
If not,
sad.
in the bent, even if you wanted to keep it on, everyone around you would turn it off immediately.
Yeah.
If not, like, outright try to steal it, but probably just turn it off. Yeah, so, but yeah, no, fucking spooky ass dirt.
Alright, so
So he has lamps on his person, though.
Yes, they are casting light. The light does not seem to be doing much of anything. Like,
Okay. I want
it's
to go-
illuminating him and very little else.
I want to grab one casually out of nowhere and throw it in the dirt spot.
Okay.
I'm sure this is advisable.
Like light toss.
Okay. What are you rolling for that?
To lightly toss it? Or to take it from him?
I don't know. Are you gonna resist, Minty?
I don't know. Probably you'd probably need to roll for that.
Like, roll for whether or not you're resisting.
Like, whether or not I'm surprised enough to react.
I guess we'll roll for that. 1 second. Fucking. The initiative, a thing that we have. I'm gonna say you are definitely not able to react to that, like, even without a roll. Like, the fascination is just like, yeah, no, obviously this was supposed to happen. It's all part of the plan. But yeah, so yeah, you just lightly toss it.
Yeah, I'm just lightly tossing it into the dirt patch.
Okay. Yeah, would you like to spend some of that passion? Or do you want to roll for dread?
I will absolutely spend passion.
Okay, you are at 4 passion. Yeah. So yeah, you grab the lantern, you lightly toss it. I assume you're trying to make sure that it like lands, like such that it won't immediately go out,
I
like on
mean,
the
like,
bottom.
yeah, I mean, I'm like just like lightly tossing it just to see what like. Obviously, this patch of dirt is unnerving and giving off horrendous vibes. So I'm just like tossing the lamp to see like just if anything happens. So I'm just doing it like haphazardly, honestly.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't wait for
So
the dirt to
this
start
vibe,
screaming.
yeah. So yeah, like the vibes are in fact absolutely horrendous, as indicated by the fact that you have to force yourself to do this with your passion. Nothing happens. It's slightly illuminated patch of dirt.
Okay, cool.
It's got a lantern on it now.
Can I sense any walls in this patch of dirt?
What do you want to roll for a wall?
I want to use
He wants to use his wall senses.
I want to use scale, and
Okay.
I want, because it's like harder to subdue, like it's like under shit, like ground magic,
Ground
that,
shits.
ground magic, that is what that symbol means.
You
I
know
can't
what?
believe Laurie is an
And,
earthbender.
and I cast that because I'm trying to sense if there's walls somewhere with this fucking because Hawk Tua.
You know what? Just fucking ground magic is about as correct an answer as you can give for this, so you can have advantage for that. You get your 3d6 plus 1. Actually, sorry, did I say 3? I meant 5 because we have 2 dread.
Yippee!
Bro.
Yay.
You are also like, however, actually, you know what? I'm going to wait until after you make your roll to decide whether or not you need to spend passion or take dread. We'll see. We'll see what vibes you pick up. Make your roll.
So why are y'all doing unspeakable things to the hole?
No, it's not a hole.
Is it round or square?
Just
I in character turn over to Alexander Welsher and say the vibes are off.
The what?
The aura.
The
I
what?
just shrug my shoulders.
fucking dirt haunted, dude.
Dirt's on shit.
There
All
we
right,
go.
so yeah, you stare intently at the dirt and looking at it. You're definitely sure that like there is something under the dirt. Whether or not it's like walls, you're like 90% sure that like the thing buried there does not have wall vibes.
It doesn't have wall block vibes. So
Yeah, you're just sure that something definitely tried to hide something here.
Oh, okay. Is it stair vibes? Can I roll another earth magic check to see if it's stair vibes?
These stairs go down.
It's not you. It's not stairs. You're pretty sure that it's not like it's not that.
What? Okay, is it a square patch or is it a round patch?
Or is it an
Like
oblong
roundish.
patch?
It's just kind of haphazard.
Oh,
It's
okay.
definitely. It doesn't have any sort of like straight lines or regular angles, but it's definitely not like an ordered circle either. It's just like puddle
It's just
shape.
a dirt patch, like a random one in the woods.
It's just a random dirt patch where the ground is very obviously disturbed.
So, am I getting the same vibe of disturbance?
You definitely can tell that the vibes of the dirt are not great. Like these are horrendous.
I would like to smell the dirt.
Would you like to spend a passion or roll for dread?
Can I even spend passion?
You have one passion still. Like, you got the passion back.
Still insane though.
A little insane.
Do I have a passion? Oh
You
yeah, I have a passion.
Yeah, you just
And a
reason is
dread.
the problem. You also have a dread, though, yeah.
No, I'll smell the dirt.
Just like with passion, or just like rolling dread?
With passion. I will
Okay.
passionately spend or smell the dirt.
Yeah. So yeah, you force yourself to smell the dirt. It smells of dirt.
Is it dirt?
Alright,
Like the forest has a lot of smells, and dirt is definitely one of them. And when you shove your face into the dirt or something, it's definitely one of the smells of all
what
time.
if I...
I would
what
like
if-
to taste the dirt.
I'm not gonna make you spend more passion for that, but guess what? It's dirt.
Can I close my eyes and start digging?
You're definitely gonna have to spend a passion. Yeah. So yeah, the two of you start digging. Both of you are gonna have to spend a passion and roll for dread, though.
I'll spend a passion.
Yeah. Let me pull up Jonathan. Yeah, that was your one passion, though. Just keep in mind. Yeah.
Can I use the Mason's secret? Anything with this? I don't know what the sentence means. God damn it, I don't know what it...
You'd have to figure out what you're doing with the Mason's secret here.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like, what
Like
do I do
you
with
can
this
try.
fucking sentence? Yeah, no, I'm not getting anything. It's not coming to me right yet. Maybe later.
Okay. Yeah. So you are. Yeah. So Laurie, are you rolling anything to dig?
I'm going to roll.
Yes.
If there are thing, I'm gonna try and apply this secret. If there are things that still endure, they may remember the world without us, our sun, our wood. So clearly there is something in there that has endured.
That is in dirt.
I want to see what's under this disturbed dirt that has endured, and that motivates me to find it. And I also want to use shit. Where is it? No, no, no. I want to use scale. I want to use
So-
scale because it has to do with earth magic.
Yeah. So you're just using scale to like, dig because it's in the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And Jonathan, why are you digging with Knock? And are you still digging with Knock? I suppose.
Digging holes.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you telling me this is holy work?
I go over to fucking Alexander Wilshire's lantern.
I
and
did not
pick it
say
up
this,
with my
IRL.
arrow.
Okay, yeah. So, I'm going to say that both of those get advantage. So make your rolls. Okay, yeah. So you get yeah, Laria does the big dig. And you do have a wound, yes, so you also get a bonus there. Okay, yeah, you make short work of the hole, especially because it is, as they say, not that. This is a good thing because you don't really have anything else to dig with, so you've been digging with your hand. Yeah. In the hole, you find a piece of paper.
I pick up the paper.
Yeah.
Telling you to stop.
The piece of paper is mostly unremarkable. Like it's fairly good stock. It's not like it's not the sort of paper like it's not like cheap newspaper or anything. It's like pretty solid paper. Definitely paper though, not parchment or like papyrus or
Is
anything.
it folded or anything?
No, it's just like a piece of paper.
Is it face down or?
Did they have A4 or what was the standard in Britain at the time? Probably still like letter. But yeah, it's just like a piece of paper. It is not folded, it is face up, and on it you see one word in cursive. What it says was not meant to come from that character, but you know what? Fuck it, sure.
What?
In the yeah,
Ligatha. Ligatha.
Ligma.
It's a sign. The
Who's
light.
Steve Jobs?
What are you saying?
yeah. As you pick up the piece of paper, the bad vibes definitely intensify, but not like, everyone immediately rolls for dread. It's just like, yeah, no, the vibes are definitely off.
So it's on the piece of paper. The bad vibes are covered for the piece of paper. This is Ligma. You know what? I'm going to take it. This is clearly a powerful sacred item. Ligma.
I want to read this.
You're literate, you read it.
What does it say?
Like the paper?
Yes.
Light, or however the fuck you pronounce that.
So
There it is, the light.
okay. I can read it just the same as everyone else.
Yes, it is. You read it the same. It is not different for you or
Light.
anything. It just
Light.
says light.
Light GHT.
I look at the
Light.
paper and then look at fucking Alexander Welshire and say, as above, so below.
This is a fucking
Most of us
song.
can read!
It takes a second, but yeah.
But can you read well enough to know that this isn't a word?
No, I think it says light.
Oh, it keeps turning off my recording. Why? Okay.
I do not see anything wrong with the spelling of the word, is the problem.
Wait. Wait a sec. This is the Welsh word for light.
Is it actually? I don't think it is. Like, I'm not gonna stop you.
Oh
The
no.
question is, has he convinced himself of that?
No, it's not. But
Like, I'm
none of
not
them
gonna say
funny.
that you're wrong.
Something about this is like familiar, but I'm not fucking smart enough right now to like remember, and I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. I guess I just fold it and then put it in the pocket.
It tastes of dirt. It tastes of the earth.
Healthy, it's good for you.
So the vibes, the vibes have not gotten better. By the way, like the vibes are still off.
So, like, should we leave?
I don't know. Like, yeah, like it's definitely either from the paper or from you taking it.
Can I put it back? Does it go away?
The vibes improve, but like not significantly from you putting it back down.
Hmm.
What is the vibe radius?
The vibe radius is like not terribly the vibe radius is like, maybe like a few meters. Like the vibe is definitely localized, but seeing the uncover but like there is also a separate but similar bad vibe you get from seeing the paper in the hole.
Do you want to leave the paper? I don't think it's, going to help us anyway. Unless you want to pocket it. A lie.
What?
Thus the
What?
name of the curses.
Oh my god. It's on the tip of my tongue. This is familiar of something.
Have you tried just like trying to figure out what the word means?
What if it isn't a word? What if it wait? There was something from fucking college. Stupid fucking. Oh, it's not a word. It's a picture, actually.
Okay.
Oh,
Laura, I guess I'm assuming Laura is, I guess, moderately educated or maybe smarter than me. Well, I don't know, but I, yeah, that's pretty smart. Uh, so I would assume that she would, clack her fingers and be like, it's not a word. It's a picture. And then everyone doesn't understand what she means by that.
Like, normal RPG rules apply. You can still, like, roll to try to remember things if you think that you would have them in your back. Like,
Can I
knowledge
roll
checks
to,
are still a
can
thing.
can I roll to remember more about this? Because all I remember right now, currently, is that it's not supposed to be a word.
Okay.
I would like
What
to
do you...
roll with lantern.
Okay, yeah. Why?
Because it sounds similar to light, and I have a vague, very stupid memory hole in the back of my head. And that has something to do with lumosity, and also that it's not a word, it's a picture, and I don't remember anything else. I want to have a eureka moment, yeah, that too.
So, the explanation, workable. I give advantage for that. However, your fascination takes it right back. So you're rolling 2d6. So that's just 2d6.
Can I bring the lantern closer, the Minty closer, so I can use the items on Minty? Bring Minty closer to the paper. Yes.
I recoil away.
Can I grab? Wait, where did fucking Sloth put the lantern? Can I
It
put
was just on the hole. Presumably, you moved it out of the way.
Okay, I want to put it back near where the paper is.
So you want to use the lantern as like a tool,
Yeah.
or like?
Yeah, as a tool.
Okay, yeah. You know, using lantern as a tool for lantern things can get you a degree of advantage. Sure,
All
3d6.
right. Back up to 3d6, baby. Ooh, Mama's cooking.
Okay. You don't really remember anything. Like, this is not a thing. Like aid or whatever the fuck is not something that you've encountered in the past ever. Um, but based on the way that it's written on the page, the paper that's used, and like the writing, you're pretty sure that whoever wrote this as a poem.
Huh.
That is true.
Yeah, no. Unless Laria, like, do you tell everyone that? Because you know.
That's. I mean, I tell her what. It's also a poem. Yes. I could definitely see the image, the painting that I did say that it's a picture and a poem.
And a poem.
Are you out of your mind? I like that Jonathan's a straight man. That's how I envisioned him. But yeah, it's a picture. It's a poem. It has something to do with luminous. There's a lesson in here that I don't. Can I roll again?
Okay, yeah.
Because I'm like, you have reminded me that it's a poem. I know there's something more about it, but I don't know. I'm gonna roll again.
Yeah, still with lantern.
Can I add another lantern?
You cannot add more lanterns. No, that would be stupid.
I asked. Yeah, I turned to Kane because he's a college boy.
It was buried for a reason, and for us to find it out here, it had to be calling for us too. I'm just curious of what it could possibly be. It's obviously, I know, but it could
Does
be.
it piss you off?
You do, but yes, a little bit.
Alright, that's something. I know that's what this poem does. It's supposed to piss you off, but
So
that's
you
it.
you think it's just a poem to piss you off? Like it literally exists to do nothing other than just to get you pissed while looking at it?
Maybe.
That's devilish. Who would make something like this?
What were the political parties back then? Dan, like I'm trying
You're
to.
in a monarchy.
It's still a monarchy. They had political
I
parties
know, but
while
what
it
I
was a
don't. I'm not
monarchy.
smart. I don't know. Like I know like the Norwegian royal family and stuff like that, and those politics. But I don't know anything about London. Were there conservatives? Were there like what? Were back then? Were there conservatives and like
The
liberals or
Tories were
whatever?
definitely around.
All right. Specifically, Kane, are you a conservative? And does this piss you off?
I
Look
what
at
are
it.
you-
Look at the page.
I don't
Just
know what
start
you're.
shoving it in his face.
I don't know what you're trying to ask me here.
It has a specific purpose.
I can't believe she found a fucking soy jack.
In terms of political parties, 1934 is notable for the founding of the Scottish National Party.
Oh, let's go.
So
we don't.
fucking
Do we
bad.
have anybody that's Scottish in here?
No.
No. But yeah, it is basically the same parties. Like, you got the Tories, you got Labour, you got the Lib Dems
The
are
Lib Dems.
later. No, Lib Dems were 1988. You have the various Scottish national parties and Irish national parties.
They've always existed.
Significantly later.
They've always been there. Don't let them fool you.
Can I? All right. So can I roll again, Dan, or can I make Kane roll? Because
You can, both of you can roll if you want.
I'm gonna roll specifically a question. What was the author's name of the poem?
Sure. I'll also. What are you rolling for that?
He is rolling Lantern.
With a lantern.
With
a lantern, which is getting advantage, and he just wants to remember, bro. Just like sudden moment of revelation.
Sure.
So-
I don't have lantern, so I.
Neither does Laria.
So I'll also roll lantern just to help her.
Here, I pass the lantern to you.
Wait, no, like he has the fucking advantage from the explanation and from the lantern. So Nova, you also don't have fascination, so you're rolling 46 with that.
Oh fuck yeah!
Okay, as far as the both of you can figure out, the poem's text is also the poem's name. No other title comes to mind.
Oh, no author or anything?
Nope.
Jonathan losing his mind.
Okay.
The academics have logged on.
Pack this note safely away, and we'll figure it out later. We'll go cross-reference it.
Can I just scream the word at the hole?
I mean, yes, you are. Okay, yeah. You can scream the word at the hole. Do you want to roll anything with that, or are you just gonna do that?
Sure, I'm gonna roll moth.
Moth. Okay. Any particular reason why?
It seems chaotic.
It is definitely random, but I don't think that's a random enough explanation for advantage. Monkey Taco is not a reason.
Moth is something to
That's
like.
still 76.
Is that including the moth
That is it.
effect?
Like, including your fascination, you are getting 76.
Okay.
No, instead of 8d6. You are 110% sure that the whole wants its poem back.
Oh!
The hole's hungry.
I guess we'll put the poem back.
Oh, Minty said that the hole's hungry.
The hole is
For
hungry.
what?
Poetry.
Mm. That's true. Kane, write a new piece of paper of poetry and give it to the hole. Do I still have the razor in my hand? Or in my bag? In my dream bag?
Did you buy a new one?
Yeah, I bought a new one.
Yeah, you would have one then.
Alright, so is this a strange razor? Or...
No, it's just a normal razor.
Oh, okay.
It is a straight razor again.
Does anyone have any pens with them? Damn, okay.
No.
No.
Kane, why don't you have a pen? You're a fucking college person.
I don't believe I have a pen on. I guess I'll pat around for a pen.
Roll for mod.
Okay, I'm back. What I miss? You
Kane
were
would like to roll for mod to try and find a pencil.
a pencil.
Or a pen in his jacket somewhere. He's padding around.
You know what? Sure. You can have advantage on that. Give me your roll. Hit him with that 3d6. You find the stubbiest pencil in one of your pockets.
Awesome! Alright, give it to you. I snatch it.
Here, look. Okay.
I want
All
to
right.
write. Okay, I have the piece of paper. I'm going to write.
What are you writing?
I'm writing that and putting it back in the hole.
Is that your poem?
Yeah, that's my return poem. I put
What
it
are
right.
you calling it?
That.
Okay. Alright. You put it on a piece of paper and you put it in the hole.
Right, okay. Well, that's
The vibes have not improved.
No, I put it on the same paper. Like
On the same paper and you put it back.
Yeah.
Okay. The vibes are about as good as when you put the paper back.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
I kick dirt. I kick dirt at it and I just leave. Fuck it.
Do you kick enough dirt to cover the paper?
No.
No? Okay. The vibes have only improved slightly. Do you cover it? Yeah, no. The vibes are back to the background levels of bad vibes that the woods normally has.
I lift up a handful of dirt and slowly pour it out onto the hole, saying, and we come from dust, and to dust we return.
The hole is very pleased that you are giving it both the paper and the dirt that it craves.
Dan put that there. to annoy me.
The paper funeral is complete. I can't believe we messed around with Dan's hole for like half an hour.
Can't
In
believe he's
text,
green.
by the way, this is where I got the poem.
I hate you so fucking much, Dan.
Like, this was fate.
I was like,
It was a note that truly meant nothing.
I was really trying to be like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna cheat. I'm not gonna look it up. I've heard of this stupid fuck ass poem before from college. It pissed a bunch of people off because it's like one of those things where people nail a fucking banana to the wall and call it art, and then everyone gets mad. That's what that fucking poem did. And so I'm like,
Literally,
oh,
yes.
clearly it's something to do with the stupid cult simulator. Dan wouldn't do this, and I'm like, fucking goddamn it. I hate you so much. As I walk away, I yell. I just scream in anger. I hate this fucking place.
Well, I mean, maybe there was more information to extract, but now that you've buried it, who knows?
I'm not going back for the fucking paper.
You can't make her go back.
Okay.
You're such a prick, man.
I mean, it's not my fault that you rolled badly on figuring out what the thing about the poem was. I mean, 10 is actually, the average is 14, so no, that is actually pretty below average. Anyways, let's see. So, that was, okay. Oh, wait, shit. Okay. Yeah. And just for good measure. Yeah, okay, no. Yeah, so after being mad about paper and poets, you stumble around in the woods some more. Just, normal fucking EBGB wood shit happens, nothing terribly interesting. And you find yourself once again at the Temple of the Wheel.
I guess we made a full loop.
I mean, that is where you were going, in theory.
Yes.
Uh,
I suppose we try. Is the entrance that we opened the first time still open?
no.
God.
It wasn't open last time either.
Fuck. Okay.
You don't see any visitors here like you did last time. You are, as far as you can tell, alone at the temple.
Okay. We just had to figure out how to open it now.
So since you weren't here for the previous descriptions, Minty, the temple is a big fucking rock. The stone spire that reaches past the canopy. It is jagged,
So what you're telling
reasonably
me
climbable.
is if I climb
and
this, I'll
covered
get...
and it's covered in etchings of eyes. And
If I climb this, I'll get
circles
even
and shit.
closer to the sun.
You can definitely climb it. From your perspective in particular, it's definitely like you're sure that it reaches past the canopy, and that even if you can't reach the glory from the top, it's definitely the highest point you've ever seen. It's even higher than the time you climbed out.
Okay, time to climb.
No.
Alexander starts to make his way towards the rock.
Wait, hold on, Alexander. There is a way to
Yes.
open this rock and get inside the temple.
Why would I need to be inside the temple?
Because you don't go to church on top of a church. You go to church inside the church, Minty. I mean, Alexander. Everyone knows this.
She has a point. It is
You
possibly a
do
place
have
of
a
worship.
point.
It's not called an in out of above church. It's called an in church.
Well,
And out
Minty, is
of
it
go
called
to the
an
church. How does one get inside?
The Jonathan stare.
Well, how did you get inside last time?
If I remember correctly, I slammed my head against the rock a few times and tried to close my eyes and think really hard while looking at an eye.
I don't know. I just fell asleep.
You should do that again.
Yeah, do I see the eye again?
There are myriad pictures of eyes.
Like, etched into the rock itself?
They are carved into the rock. Yes. Although you can't quite make it out from where you're standing, you can be pretty sure that the friend you met here last time, his carving of an eye is also somewhere up there too.
I want to try to see if it is possible for me to carve my own eye into the rock.
Why are you defacing this church?
I don't know if this is defacing. I think this might help us gain access.
Okay. Do you want to? So first of all, how are you doing that? And second of all, what do you want to roll with that if you're doing it? Let's start with how. What are you actually doing?
So I'm gonna see if is there like a rock around on the floor.
There's definitely some rocks. Yeah, there's so some of the rocks are pretty sharp. Like there's some flint rocks.
Yeah, I want to see if I can find like a suitable sized rock, and I want to just try and carve in a very crude eye shape into the wall.
Okay. And what are you rolling for that?
Forge.
Okay, yeah. I don't think you really need to explain that. You can just have the advantage. Like, it is just normal ass craftsmanship. Yeah, sure. Make your roll. Yeah. So you pick up a rock. What sort of rock are you looking for? Just a big sharp rock?
Yeah, something sharp that's like palm sized.
Palm sized? Okay, yeah. You pick up a rock and you just try to kind of like rub it on the thing to see if you can get a spore going, and it doesn't look like you can. You're pretty sure that the rocks that you see that are the right shape for carving are too soft, like flint.
Well, the issue is these smaller rocks are simply too small. I guess I'll go with strategy 2.
I mean, I have a lantern that's got some metal on it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alexander approaches the big rock and is like, looks at Kane and is like, hold, brother. I know what must be done.
You definitely do know what must be done.
And using like a sharp quarter of
Your lane.
my lantern, I would like to carve a moth into the rock.
What are you rolling for it?
Moth.
Understandable. Have a nice moth 8d6. Okay, you're getting your response in DMs.
Ah, yes, I see. The response is response shaped. The sound of crickets.
Yeah.
Actually, the sound of moths, but you know.
Many a moth.
Okay, no, I need to edit that shit.
Hey, I'm pretty sure I'm dead.
Oh?
Well, I haven't responded to anything yet.
What else could be taking this long?
But yeah, as far as the rest of you, yeah, so as far as the rest of you can tell, he just started carving moth and like halfway through, he just got absolutely brain blasted.
Is he just stuck in animation? Like he hasn't he's just stopped?
He's gonna be processing for a minute. I don't know, have you considered that maybe it's haunted?
Alright, well, we're gonna try opening the door the
Saying
way I did last
noises.
time. I'm getting on my knees and pressing my forehead against the wall.
Okay, well, what do you do with that?
I want Larry to sticker and say, "Why is this always your first first option? Is getting
Shut
on
up!
your knees, Kane."
Okay, so Kane, what are you rolling? What are you doing? Are you just gonna bang your head against the wall, or
I'm
like?
pressing my head against the wall and imbuing the power of knock. I want this door open. This threshold will open. I need it to open, please.
You can have advantage on that. You get your 3d6. You can have a true 3d6 plus 2. Okay. Yeah. You're just yeah. So you're just trying to like will the door to open. And hmm. Didn't need to think a second about the exact consequences of your actions. But yeah, while I do, Minty, what are you doing with your newfound information?
Buzzing.
Okay, he's buzzing now. But
Uh,
you get a little bit of buzzing in the brain. Oh, also, I forgot that you got a +2 on
brothers, are you sure that we need to be in here?
Yeah, so, Nova, what Kane gets out of this situation is, like, you're definitely, like, there is definitely a door. And the fact that there's a door definitely reminds you of the door in the eye. But beyond that, you are not able to get the door. You're not able to get any sort of door to open. There is just too much resistance. Or at least, no matter how hard you push, you're not getting any sort of response besides that, like, yeah, there is definitely, like, something door-shaped going on with the door in the eye.
It's the dawn of Halloween, which means all of the scariest monsters are out to scare people. Lake Spreader Zombie has been up to no good and has even corrupted some of the most iconic Yu-Gi-Oh monsters. The Dark Ruler Hades.
I'm gonna push my head against the wall harder, maybe drawing a little bit of blood.
And even Chaz Princeton's Chisolian Emperor Dragon becomes
You
the
just
Kaiser
are
Dragon.
banging your head on the wall.
Just a little, let's look a little bit of blood as a treat for the wall.
And all three of these single monsters require the Plague Spreader Zombie to
Oh,
make
it could
a
be
nice
one of
little
those
fight.
gods born of blood.
There are actually a lot of other zombie counterparts if you scour the card pool. And honestly, I wish they printed more.
Do any of the
zombie
rest of you do anything before I start addressing that?
Alright, well, I mean, Laura,
I'm
since all this happened, I don't know.
I'm literally just sitting here watching all of this happen.
You're gonna get punished by the gods.
I'm trying to open the passageway to get inside the temple. We don't know if he'll get us out of the dream, because Laria is still awake this time.
Have you tried asking it nicely to open?
I'm still bleeding, but I look at the wall like, can you open?
Is it a wall?
Yeah, okay. Why scale?
It's hard to rouse.
You know what? Sure, you two can have a little bit of advantage. Do you have? Let me check. You don't have dread, right? No, no, you do have dread, so you get another d6 bonus. Yeah. So the temple is in fact ancient, and while it is an ancient place and not something that has, feelings and consciousness in the conventional way, you're definitely able to communicate with it on, like, a vibes-based level. And the vibes that you're getting from it are the vibes that you're getting from it are that it was just it was recently reminded, whatever recently means to a fucking rock, of something very unpleasant in its history, and it's kind of upset. Like its vibes are off, and that despite this, the the temple is always open.
What?
You just know that the temple is open. Yeah, that the vibes are off and the door is open.
Wait, the door is
What do you
open?
mean it's open? Where?
Oh, you don't see it anywhere open in front of you.
Alright, well, can I pat the rock to calm it down if it has a bad day, I guess?
Clearly, we need to bring.
What?
No, clearly the poem is the way of.
It is a different sort of vibe. Like you're in both cases, the method of communication was vibes based, but these do not vibe the same way. Like it's upset about something recent, but like it's a fucking rock. You don't know what recent even means. In a place that, as far as you can tell, is timeless.
It just, I kind of did this and pressed my head against it and really willed it to happen, and then the door opened. Maybe. I'll try walking at the rock.
Walk the rock.
Are you gonna do that in the same place that you were trying to bang your head against it, or like are you gonna do it somewhere else on the rock?
I guess the same headbanging
Like it
place.
is a relatively large rock. You don't have like it is a giant ass cliff at the end of the day. You can maybe 10, 20, 30 meters across. It depends. Like there is a lot of surface area to cover.
I guess, King. Start doing that. Start trying to get through the rock. One foot at a time.
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay, so you're just gonna bang your head against the rock trying to walk into it.
Yes.
Are you calmly walking into it?
I'm calmly walking into it.
Okay, yeah, I'm not going to make you take damage for that, but you're not gonna have a lot of success.
Have you tried posing at the rock?
Why are you sad? Why are you such a sad rock? I'm not gonna hurt its... I'm not gonna poke the rock's eyes.
Can I walk around the rock to find where the path is already open?
Sure. You walk around the perimeter of the rock, and then nothing particularly door-like stands out about it. So, just for reference, so that we're all on the same page on the size of the rock is like massive and very tall. Like, it looks like it might reach past the canopy. It is very tall and very wide. Like, it is a giant obelisk of a rock. It's not like, yeah. But yeah, so you're rolling rows to just like try to find if there's anything entrance adjacent nearby. Okay. Why rows? Like,
Get unbeatable internet at an unbeatable value. Switch to Optimum and you could save over $1,000 a year compared to Verizon.
you know what? Sure. I'm just gonna let you have the advantage for that, sure. Like, it's close enough. It is, in fact, 2d6, yes. Yeah. So you kind of, just walk around, take a little peek into the woods, and like Aria found by just looking at the rock and walking around it, there is, in fact, no entrance at the bottom of the rock. Or in the nearby woods. If there is one open, it is not at the bottom.
Alexander?
This is what I have insisted upon since the very beginning. But
Well,
all of you have tried to lead me astray.
I
To be
was
fair,
not.
with 26 Moth, he was so much more enlightened than the rest of you.
My apologies, Alexander. It's not. Okay.
I will hang my lantern onto my belt, which I hope I have. Otherwise, it's just going on the ground and begin the ascent.
You have a belt to hang it on.
He has a piece of rope.
Yeah, probably it's a piece of rope.
Yeah. But yeah, do you want to roll anything to climb?
Do I need to?
I'm gonna say you do, yeah. It is fairly steep. Like I mean, it's a very tall rock. I don't think that's gonna happen.
The problem is, I have incentive to roll basically only one thing.
He's not wrong.
Like, you're not wrong, but I will remind you that depending on what you roll, what you roll also determines the result of the roll, and not just like the magnitude of it.
Okay. So before I start climbing, I look up.
Yeah.
Would I place this as the day or the night? Just at a vibes level.
At a vibes level, yes.
Well, come on, it has to be some kind of vibe of being day, night, twilight.
It is like the sign. It is like the sun shining at midnight.
Perfect. I must become ascended. I must climb into the sky. Much like the moon. I'm rolling moon.
Okay. You do get 1 degree of advantage from the dread.
Why? Moon should be off of fascination.
Is moon off of fascination? I thought fascination. I don't remember. One sec. Let me double check the fucking PDF. And by PDF, I mean Google Doc. In principle, fascination is moth and moon. You're right. So yeah, no, you get a billion moon. I do think that the explanation is a bit bogus, but that
As
only
the
puts
moon
you at.
climbs into the sky, so do I.
You know what? Sure, fine. You get the 7d6 instead of the 6d6. I don't give you this advantage for it. You you climb. As you climb, you manage to pick every single least advisable hand and foothold on the way. You are fine. The rocks are falling on the rest of the party, though.
God damn it!
Is the party dying?
I'm
Well,
over here.
okay, Kate, are you still banging your head against the wall directly
No,
like where
I
he
think
was?
after the second time I walked into it and nothing happened, I stopped
Okay, yeah,
banging my
you're not
skull against
then
the
you're not
wall.
standing close enough to it for this to matter. You're just like seeing him climb and like the rocks fall out from under him. It's just really, really concerning for you. Yeah. However, you do make it to the top. Despite appearances, the top is not actually higher than the canopy. The trees just rise to meet basically.
Nice.
You definitely, but you do get an unimpeded view of the glory with the rock out of the way from under you.
Perfect. I stare into the sun for at least 3 minutes a day.
God damn it!
Okay. I can't make you roll fascination for it. Like you're already perilously fascinated. Okay, yeah, you're just gonna be staring at the sun for a little while.
Okay. Other people can go.
Yeah, other people are gonna have a go. The rest of you can see that he climbed, and even if he was looking for the way in before, now he's just staring directly into the glory.
Damn it. You know what? I could have saw that coming.
Yeah. He kind of reminds you of Salee in this moment.
Of who?
Salee, it's the person you met here last time. He was also at the top of the tower.
Yeah,
I mean, rock.
there is a
Just
top
kind
to
of,
it.
looking at the glory.
I guess Laria could also try and start climbing. I will use scale to climb because it's a fucking rock stuck in the ground. It's still the ground. I'm climbing the ground.
What?
Okay.
Yeah. There is ground between me and more ground, and there's ground between me and up, and that's still ground. That is scale.
This is a remarkably grounded explanation.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I can't give you any more advantage for that one. Because you already got the advantage. And you are also, your vibes are still off, so you still get the fucking shit, so it's 5d6. Plus
Alright.
1. Actually, I forgot to update the I forgot to update the influences, but there is also a scale influence here, so it's actually plus 3.
Alright, 5d6 plus 3.
Yeah. You climb without any difficulty. The temple welcomes you.
Where's the door?
The top. At the top, once you get to the top, you see that there is that the top is in fact a big hole leading into the temple. It is a very far drop, but it doesn't look quite as far as how far you climbed. Alexander Belcher is standing like half an inch from the hole, like it is perilous. He is the glass middle.
I have rope in my in my pocket.
Okay.
Yeah.
They both have rope.
I'm going to grab the rope and I'm going to tie it around a rock near me, and I am going to tie the other length around Minty's or Alexander's waist and then push him in.
I thought you were gonna drop it down so other people could climb up more
Yeah,
easily.
we're gonna climb down, but you're going in first. It's tied to you and a rock.
Yeah, but your vibes are not nearly as off, so you get 46 plus 2. Sure. So you still only get 46 because you only have the one dread. Like this isn't even like an explanation thing. This is just you don't have 2 dread. Like you're not depressed
One is
enough.
pretty dreadful.
Yeah, your climb is significantly less smooth, but you do make it up. You also, once you make it up, you're just in time to see Alexander Welcher falling backwards into the hole, still staring at the sun. Alexander Welcher, you barely even notice. You're still staring at the sun.
Yeah. All is well in the world.
Yeah, it's the sun. It is getting. You do kind of, get a little bit distressed as it starts getting further away, though.
Is it getting? Why is the sun shrinking?
You're being thrown into a hole.
Well, I mean, he can't hear you. You're all the way down
Is
here.
everything all right, guys?
Yeah, great.
Before you do that, I'm gonna let this resolve. And I'm actually gonna have to look up first what he sees once he looks away from the sun, if he does. Um. So. Wood.
Did you just say wood?
Yes, you are in the wood. Well, also the temple, but mostly the wood.
I thought it was in the rock.
Well, yeah, it's the temple of the wheat. In the wood. Yeah. So the inside, as you make it inside, you find that despite all of the falling, and it does feel like you're falling for a long time. Despite all of the falling, you do make a surprisingly soft landing. which is probably helped by the fact that when you fall into a room that is like knee deep full of water. The water it feels like you still fell far enough that you would, still break against the water, but you don't.
Because the rope.
No, the rope is not even taut yet.
No.
It's not like it's not actually just a 50-foot fall. You are around you. You see a cavern that is illuminated by something growing on the walls. You are knee deep in water, and around you, through the soft glow of the lichen and the whatever else is on the walls, you see that there are also engraving and paintings on the wall similar to the sorts of cave paintings that you've heard about that they found in France recently. It all looks very primitive, but it's has detail, and the effects that it's depicting are anything but. Not that you can really make sense of them.
Wait, so
Why
we've heard that
is
they
You
the
found
sun
don't see
gone?
any of that yet.
Why is
The
the sun
sun
gone?
is, you can see the sun through the hole above, but it feels distant and alien to this place.
Comfortable, like old times.
This was never my life.
You two can still walk away from
Okay.
Oh, we will. I know you've
Right now, the rest of you just you saw him fall into a hole. The hole is pretty dark. It's like definitely not glowing or anything, and you heard a splash. The rope is not taut. Okay, yeah, you jump in. What's the rest of the gang doing?
Either get up there.
You do still need to get up there. That's right. That's right.
Am I
The
feeling
scale
the
hole.
tug?
I mean, for the people that are above, yeah. For the people that fell down, you're like, you don't feel the tug off of them anymore. But you're not sure whether that's because they're gone conceptually or because they're, nearby because they're at the bottom of the rock again, just on the inside.
I would like to just knock on the door of the rock.
I mean, there's no visible door or anything.
I would like to knock on the rock.
You knock on the rock, it is not hollow.
I think that's distinctly false.
So this guy was supposed to get surgery one day, but when his doctor saw him, he seemed confused and just told him that he had already gotten surgery. But although this guy had no idea what was going on, what he discovered next just blew his mind. You see, although Brady Feigl clearly hadn't had his surgery yet, his doctor was
Are the two of you climbing, or like, what's up?
I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
And as it turns
Yeah.
out, he was completely right. It just
I
hadn't
guess
been
since
yet.
literally everyone
You
else
see,
is
this
climbing, I'll
doctor
do
soon
it too.
realized that
I
he
mean,
and
Kane,
Brady
are you
were
climbing?
both named
Yes, I am
Brady
climbing.
Feigl.
Okay, yeah. Are you
Just
using scale to climb?
because of their work.
Yeah, I'll use
Both
scale.
were also somehow Brady's
Okay,
biggest
since
influences.
Laria, you're the
Both
only
had
person
met
up there.
Bill
Do you
in
give them
training
like a
and
rope?
classes.
Them?
They were also both
Yeah,
professional baseball pitchers from the
I'm
minors,
assuming
and
that
both
I
needed
used
the
the rope
exact same
from
elbow
Minty's
surgery.
rope
And both
to
Brady's
give
even
him
talked the
rope
same.
that goes down that didn't work. I'm gonna use the rope that I have on
When these
me
two Bradys met
to
for the
help
first
them.
time, they just couldn't even believe
I'll
it.
toss
Sure.
it down, tie it around the
Yeah,
rock.
the two of you can just make it up
When they
then.
did a
It's not
DNA
Okay.
test,
that
they were shocked to
treacherous.
learn
Sick.
that they weren't related at all.
Hey,
Despite
Laria,
that,
where
though, they still
did
went
they
on to
go?
become good friends.
I'm guessing Jonathan already jumped. I just point
Yes.
to the hole.
What do you mean the hole?
There's a hole at the top.
Yes, Laria. What do you mean? Why did you push them down the hole?
I just smile.
Laria, who did you push down the hole? Jonathan or
I pat him on the shoulder and I start winding the rope back up.
I push Lara in the hole.
I take the rope with me, I guess.
Now, Dan, I have a very important question.
Yes.
Yippee woo!
If you were to look at this hole from above and like this area that we have fallen into, or at least I have fallen into, other people might be climbing down into, what is the top-down geography? Is it mostly round? Is it squarular? Is it extending on into nothingness?
It is round. From
Damn.
above, it looks like it would probably fit in the mount. It would probably fit in like the temple's like physical dimensions.
It's called the Trailblazer, and it's a mine clearing.
It's not
vehicle.
like because of the way that you fall in, where you don't really, well, especially you, the way you fell in, you don't really get a particularly good sense of scale. Your
Right.
visual calculus is lacking in that regard.
Right.
But it looks like it probably fits in the like it probably looks like it's just the inside of the temple.
And so it's like a round
So
area.
it's like a relatively round, irregular cave with like
Damn.
walls sloping inwards towards the hole.
Can't believe it's not even the square hole.
It is not, in fact, square hole. All right, yeah. So Laria and Jonathan are falling on top of you, and if you were looking up, trying to make out the sun, you would definitely see them falling at you.
They're like falling directly onto me.
Like in your general vicinity, yeah. Like the hole is like was roughly door sized, so. And depending on how they're falling, they might have a bit of wiggle room, but they are definitely above you, blocking out the light.
I mean, I presumably I will move out of the way if they are falling onto me, but
Yeah, no,
otherwise,
you definitely do want to move out of the way. They fall like in the general vicinity of her. It's like in the middle. Yeah, so Jonathan, you jumped in first, and you did so without a rope. This is actually just fine. You splash into the water, you make a big splash, everyone gets water on them. Not that fucking Alexander Welcher, who fell in back first, wasn't already just soaking wet from knee-deep water. You could probably float on it if you wanted to. It's like probably deep for that. Same goes for Laria. You don't like fall on top of each other. You do manage to not murder each other. Parthu and Kane, looking from above into the hole, you definitely heard those two splashes. And if you strain your eyes, you can kind of make out that there is like some sort of water down there with like the reflection of some sort of dim lighting shimmering in it.
I go ahead and wait for them to get up first.
Okay. So, Laria, Jonathan, your description for the temple. It is a cave that's like pretty large, circular, roughly the size of the temple. It's got a hole, and it's got like a whole bunch of it's got engravings and like petroglyphs on it, like cave paintings. Again, you don't really know what to make of the cave paintings just yet, and especially since you Since you just kind of fell in, your eyes aren't quite well adapted, but they are better adapted than the guy who was staring directly at the sun for 3 minutes. So you do make out a little bit more detail. Specifically that there are these engravings and these cave paintings correspond to some sort of cohesive narrative, and that there are definitely some symbols or images that are put above the rest in terms of importance. There's 3 that stand out in particular, but you can't quite make it like they're just, above everything and generally more prominent and very large, but you can't quite make out the details of what they are just yet. Your eyes are gonna have to adapt a bit more before you can start investigating these. Having stopped staring directly at the sun, Minty, you also see the same thing now. Like, you do get the general details of, oh shit, dude, there is some important shit.
Does anything look like a moth?
No, but one of them does look like a sun. It's a big fucking circle with things pointing out of it.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I assume that the 2 of you get up and, like, stop floating in the water. Yeah. Hmm? Like, knee deep. Like, enough to make a big splash, but not really enough to prevent you from standing or walking.
Yeah.
Mostly
When
normally.
when the splash happens, I want to go. Oh God! Oh, I'm dying.
What?
I want to go loud enough so they can hear it upstairs.
Well, sure. You attempt to gaslight the onlookers. Well, I
Roll
mean, do
moth.
you actually say that in person? Like, do you say he's melting in person? Like, in character, I mean? Okay.
You're a murderer. You killed me.
Yeah, like, okay, yeah. So, Kane and Hearth, you hear that Hilaria is dying, and you see that. Actually, Hilaria, what are you doing?
So I'm just in water right now.
Yeah, like you're just in knee deep water, just kind of floating on the surface, probably.
I'm playing dead.
Yeah, so you see that Hilaria screams bloody murder and is, like, floating in the water, and then Jonathan just gets up and starts walking away.
Because you could not let him go. Because he thirsted
I push
for
Kanan.
revenge. And because you killed gods.
Okay.
But what Kratos did.
Uh,
was not out of hate.
Hilaria, are you floating in the water face up or face down?
He still slays gods,
Face
but
up.
now he's sad.
Okay. You see
You are
Kane
the sum of
falling
your
towards
choices,
you.
nothing more. And because your choices never change, you will learn that
I try to get out of the way.
You're gonna have to roll for that. You're kind of prone in knee deep water.
I'm gonna use. Can I use preservation? My wisdom.
Sure. What principle are you rolling?
And for the principle I'm rolling, I'm going to be using.
Because you could not let him go. Because he thirsted for revenge. And because you killed gods. But what Kratos did It was not a
Since I'm in
fluke.
water, and I guess
Should I
technically
bring
I
the
could
crowd in?
drown because
He
of this
still
stupid
saves dogs, but now he's sad about it?
the stupid twink falling on
are
top
some
of
of
me.
your
I'm going to use
choices,
Grail
nothing more.
because
And
as
because
drowning
your
waters, I don't want to
choices
drown
never
if he
change,
comes on
you
top of
will
me.
learn
So
that Heimdall
if you can't get out of the way, I'm
intends
going to use
kill
that to
your
get out of the
son
way.
in Asgard,
That's me
and you
wanting
will do what you do best.
to not drown.
So you're going to use the principle of drowning to not drown.
Yes.
So I'm going to say that you get advantage for preservation, and you get disadvantage for trying to drown yourself.
But it's not to drown. Wait, actually,
Like,
can I do for the hope of Kane drowning? Does
No!
that work? If
you
he
would still
doesn't,
have disadvantage, but we'll see what we can do with that.
You will learn that Heimdall
Okay.
intends to kill your
Why,
son
why,
in
why is a
Asgard,
Big Mac
and you will do
$11.99?
2d6 plus 1?
It is 2d6 1. Actually,
Inflation
no,
is my
sorry,
favorite.
it's 0d6 because you're gonna have to.
Well, specifically furry inflation.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Why is a
but
furry named
your
Big
cred
Mac
is canceling out
$11.99?
all of your grail, so you get a 1.
Yeah.
Okay, you yeah, basically. Yeah, so you kind of just take Kane's body full force. Whatever shenanigans were preventing the rest of you from, like, being hurt by the fall work on Kane. But definitely not on you, because you're just kind of in here. So you're kind of winded and being pushed into the water with force. So, like, I guess you got your wish. You get drowning experience. Do you want to spend the health?
Did I spend the health to grapple and push him under?
You can spend the health to not have to roll for a wound. You can't just, like, spend health to kill people.
Can I roll? Can I use edge
You want
Why
to
are you
roll edge to try
murdering
and
each other in
drown
this
Kane?
temple?
to prevent myself from taking a wound or health or whatever?
You
He's
can
wanting to
roll.
redivert the effect.
Redivert damage.
No,
edge.
you can't use edge for that because like, the thing you do to avoid a wound is, harder nectar. Edge is just the thing wounds give a bonus to. You can make a separate edge roll to try and drown Kane, like try to grapple him.
Yeah, I would do that too. And also spend health, I guess.
Okay, so you spent the health, you're at 1 health. Okay, Kane, you are being grappled by Laria,
Get
who
the
is
fuck
trying
off
to
me.
pull you into the water.
I'm flailing violently.
Do you want to roll something to, like, resist?
I'm shouting, "You murderer!"
I want to roll edge to punch Laurie in the throat to get her off me.
Okay, both of you make your edge rolls. You have 1 degree of advantage each.
Hell yeah.
Does that mean it's 2d6 or 3d?
It is 3d6.
I would like to use my straight reason.
Are you trying to cut him now, or are you still trying to grapple him?
I'm threatening him.
You be grappled. I am the
let me
victim in
drown
this
you.
situation.
The grapple happens first. So make your roll for the grapple.
I'd like to mention that Alexander is probably just staring at this in confusion.
I think you both get the same roll. Roll again. Just roll again, both of you. $14.
Fuck.
Okay. Laria, you are too distracted to successfully grapple Kane because you got punched in the throat. I don't even know if you like try to roll a wound for that or not, or if you're just like so fucking, or if like the previous save to not stop breathing applies. I think you do you want to spend your other health?
I can roll for a wound.
Okay, harder nectar. Make your pick and roll. There, it's the same roll. It's 2d6.
Definitely nectar.
Bitchin', hell yeah.
Yeah, no, you are not like the punch isn't quite strong enough.
You punch
to,
like a bitch.
You can't speak. You're joking.
Well, no, she's specifically not. Or at least not enough to like actually be permanently damaged by it.
Listen,
Alright,
why were you
now's your
grabbing me
chance.
and trying to fucking drown me?
It's
You're
time for the
drowning me.
people's elbow,
I
Harthu.
wasn't drowning you. You were under me.
Why were you on top of me?
Because hole.
I feel like maybe you should push people down holes. Where's
Harthu's
R2? Is
just
R2
blood
dead?
beholding his handiwork, I guess.
Yeah, I'm still at the top. I'm just
Yeah.
looking down on this.
Well, the water is clear, like concerningly clear.
Why? It's weird.
Welcome to Worth a Try Burger.
Your prophecy said
I mean,
he
maybe
would
if you
not
save some
see
of that
death,
dirt you
and he
found.
did. Because you could not let him go. Because he thirsted for revenge.
Welcome to Worth a Try Burger.
Yeah, just knock on the can when my burger's ready. Whoa, that
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, are y'all just like still in the water wrestling, or what's up?
No, I'm standing up now and
I
trying to
think
get the dry land.
Okay, you're
I think we're good.
done.
Alright, I grabbed
Okay.
Kane and pulled myself up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Harthu, they're done now.
Yeah, I just want to take a quick look at my surroundings, just see what it looks like at the top. Like,
yeah, what it looks like at the top for you is, the wood is encroaching on the top. You feel like you can, like, because there's no rock in the way at the top, you can clearly make out the sky. And it is the night sky with the noonday sun bearing down on you. The wood feels like it's going to swallow both the temple and the sky, but clearly it hasn't.
Yeah.
That's thanks to this beauty, invented by me and my partner.
Okay.
Burgers come faster than ever.
Do I notice anything down below? Like, down below outside?
Not anything that you haven't seen before, no.
Okay.
There's a little pile of rocks where all of the handholds that Minty ruined were, but besides that, it looks relatively normal.
Wait, why did I ruin anything?
Well, remember how you used Moon to climb, so you picked all of the worst handholds and sent rocks tumbling down? Yeah, the rocks are still there. Like, you did just ruin a bunch of handholds and footholds.
Alright. I would like to jump down and do a belly flop as I go.
Sure. Big
Rock and
splash.
stone.
Big splash. Like, the biggest splash yet. It
Let's
almost
fucking go.
reaches the cave walls, which are pretty far away.
Let's fucking
You're
go.
also, like, remarkably fine by belly flopping what feels, like, half a dozen stories or something.
Yeah.
But as it turns out,
Yeah, so everyone is down here. Everyone sees the same thing. You see the engravings, you see the cave paintings, you see that they form some sort of story, and Minty is fascinated with the one that looks kind of like a sun.
Turns out Nathan had actually been working with this older guy, Bob DeGaro, at his truck driving job for the past 2 years. Nathan had always been really chill with Bob, but had only recently added him on Facebook. And it was only when Nathan's adopted mom saw this name that she finally revealed
What
that
time
Bob
is it?
DeGaro
It
was actually his
is
dad. Nathan said he just about
10,
fell out of
10:25. Do we want to continue or do we want to end it here before you guys start investigating?
I'm feeling kind of tired right now.
All
I
right.
would like to go ahead and put on a hiatus.
Good place to end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do that.
It leaves a
we
pretty
still
good.
we still don't have the other two people.
Yeah, it leaves a pretty good place to pick up on.
Not too much happened, so
Yeah.
that's good enough to explain.
All right.
Everyone trying to
Stupid
drown each
fucking
other.
poem.
Yeah, I thought I was supposed to be the crazy one, but here y'all are.
Well, they're just trying to they just hate each other.
I like to imagine that Alexander says this to the wall. Like to a random wall. Here, I
Yeah.
Kane started it.
Why would I talk to a wall when I could be talking to the sun?
He's talking to
Because the sun is on the wall.
You're right, I could be talking to the sun on the wall.
Out with the district attorney's office, which is how I ended up here on your couch, Dr. Quinzel. I mean, metaphorically.
Give it a sit.
That's all right. I don't intend to take up much of your time, Doc. I'm not exactly the belly aching type.
I just got a notification on my phone for an email with the subject line, all in caps, spicy lit pickle.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Hawk to a pickle.
I'm going to kill you.
It's an advertisement from a brewery I like, with the call to action of light your pickle.
That sounds pretty dubious. What beer would you garnish with a burning pickle?
Here you go, spicy lit pickle.
The gonorrhea shot.
It's a spicy pickle seltzer.
That sounds awful, actually. That sounds like carbonated pickle brine, but
that is actually what it is.
Oh.
I'm
sure it'd be better with a pear.
Plus cayenne and habanero peppers.
This sounds like the fucking most millennial possible hangover cure. Yeah, no. If you want to get rid of your hangover, you want to take brine from a pickle jar and put it in your soda stream.
Why can you buy a 24-pack of this?
Because quick, it's easy, and it's cheap. Putting pickle water in your soda stream.
You'd never believe what happened next if it wasn't caught on camera. She
Oh,
suddenly turned
Ontario.
left and then after a moment crashed into a BMW. But that's not all.
I'm still sad that you can't get the bucket of stuff anymore.
What's the bucket of stuff?
When she tried to flee the scene, the BMW
At one of the pubs near here, you could get a bucket of random fried bullshit, and you get some fries, you get some onion rings, you get some pickles, you get a fucking crab cake or some shit. Sometimes you get a wing in there.
Singular.
Well, yeah,
Just
because it's just random bullshit they found at the bottom of the fryer, basically. It's just an assortment of whatever fucking didn't fit in other orders. Obviously, this is not a very practical thing to have on the permanent menu, but What's wrong with fried pickle?
Fried pickles.
I think I like fried pickles.
I like
Those are
fried
pretty good.
zucchini more, honestly.
Deep fried pickle's great. It's the only way to eat American pickles, that doesn't make me want to kill myself too. American pickles are like American mayonnaise. A crime.
I don't like American mayonnaise. It's really weird tasting. I won't lie.
You
Yeah,
like
no.
Hellman's?
Nobody likes Hellman's.
Hellman's works okay in
I
like
don't mind Hellman's.
Olivier.
It's not well. No, the problem with Canada is that we have your mayonnaise. You have to buy European mayonnaise to get good mayonnaise.
Yeah. Or Kewpie mayo. That was pretty.
Fucking
good. I
hate
like that
Kewpie
one.
mayo. Fuck you.
What's wrong with Kewpie mayo?
Gross and icky.
It's not gross and icky.
It is. It's
It's a direct
gross.
upgrade.
Tastes
Yeah,
weird.
no, the section's done.